Anything hold you back from the start?
Honestly, for me, it was just like, and this goes for starting any business, but for me, it happened to be, I knew that the wedding business was on my heart and it was what I wanted to do. But the thing that was holding me back was that I had a full-time job and I just couldn't put the time in to really see like all the benefits that come with owning your own business. And so for me, it took a leap of faith at some point where I had to decide, rather than putting in 40 hours a week for this company, what if I put all those 40 hours into my own business? Now, obviously, that's risky in the beginning, and I'm thankfully I was single at the time. I don't have a family. I don't have kids, so I was able to take that risk, and it was a little bit mitigated by those factors.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still a risk, and nobody wants to potentially not have a roof over their head. But I think the best people in any business are the ones that are willing to take that big risk, and especially in business, because if you're not taking risks, then you're not going to see those rewards. And if you do get rewards from smaller risks, there'll be smaller rewards. So I feel like for me, that was the biggest thing that held me back, was just like not knowing, that uncertainty. I liked the certainty of a weekly paycheck and knowing that I had hours and I always was going to be able to pay my bills. But I was always going to be paying my bills and just making ends meet,
Right.
So that's why for me it was like, what do I do to get out of that? And I finally was able to break that and just say, you know what, I'm just going to take the leap. And I think that one of the best things that I did in my life was just taking that leap of faith to just be like, no, I'm going to take 40 hours and instead of giving it to somebody else for 20 or 30 bucks an hour, I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it all into my own business and see how much I can benefit from that. And I did that for 6 months at first. And I was like, that's what I'm going to do. Just do it for 6 months, no job, just try to do it. And then that 6 months turned into a year, and that year turned into 2 years, and now we're 5 years later.